Why, hello, everybody out there in internet land. This is Justin, aka Demonic Sweaters, and today I'm doing a live stream on both YouTube and Twitch. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hopefully, all this works okay. I'm trying some new setups here, and got some fancy new stuff running, as maybe you guys can see up on the screen there. Let me know if you can hear me okay. You should. Everything looks as it should here. But if you have any problems, just put a message there in the chat. Let me know. And let me just go ahead and preview some of the new stuff I have going on here. So first off, we have our main camera right here, as you guys can see. And then we have a second camera over here, which is a wide angle camera. And then here we're into Ableton Live, as you can see there. And then we have another angle of Ableton Live of the front cam. And then Ableton Live only. So, yeah, anyway, everything seems like it's working. So, excuse me, I have a couple of effects here as well. Finally using my Monocaster again. And the reason why I was able to, or why I hooked up this Monocaster is actually, it's pretty cool because this way I can use my main, let me switch cameras so I can show you guys. I can use my main audio interface, which is this right over here, and use ASIO for all in Ableton, and then I'm running out from this audio interface into the Monocaster, which is where my microphone is going as well. And that way I can have low latency audio when I'm trying to record, and I don't have to use the Windows audio drivers, which give terrible latency. So I can use this audio interface still while I'm trying to record, and everything's piping through the Monocaster for you guys to hear it there online. So pretty cool, I think. And hey, Fred Gaunt, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming on Twitch. And Mechanical says, not missing this one. I have an Alesis VI25 on the way with Ableton Lite, plus an Alesis command set. I'm going to merge with my Nitro set. Audio is good. Oh, very cool. Alesis VI25. I'm not familiar with that one. Is that one of their newer audio interfaces? I have, this is a really old Alesis audio interface right here. It's an IO4. And then I also have an IO2 that I have over at the studio right now. But I'd like these old Alesis interfaces. They're pretty nice. So today's stream, I'm going to try, I've never actually done this like exactly like this. I've just done similar things, but I'm going to try to really make a song here, at least get one started. And so you guys can see kind of my approach. So in the process of doing this, I probably won't be talking quite as much as I usually am, just because I'm going to be doing stuff. But if you have a question about what I'm doing, feel free to ask, and then I'll answer the questions. But I'm not going to try to narrate as I go along, because it's just going to be too difficult for me to try to focus on what I'm doing and narrate on what I'm doing as well. Although I will, I'll chime in whenever I think of it, and if I think something you guys need to know that I'm doing, we'll go ahead and talk about that as well. So just to let you guys know that there might be moments of silence where I'm doing stuff, but feel free to chime in the chat. I can see both YouTube and Twitch in my chat here. I'm using the Stream.io chat where I can see both of them at the same time, which is pretty cool. So, Mechanical says, yeah, it's a newer MIDI controller. Oh, I see. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Usually, the first thing I do, well, here I go narrating, but I will narrate a little bit here in the beginning. Usually the first thing I do when I start a new track is, what I have open here in front of me is just Ableton Live 11, which is, now if you said Mechanical, you have Ableton Lite coming, a lot of this will still work for you. Like Ableton Lite is actually, it can do quite a bit. You're just limited to 8 tracks. I think that's the only real, or 8 scenes and 8 tracks. I think that's what the real limitation is on it. But the concepts are all pretty much going to be the same. Like Ableton is, even the light versions and the intro versions are still pretty awesome. So you'll be able to get a lot of use out of that. Fred Gaunt says, I just started learning how to use Q Tractor as my first DAW. Will watching to use Will watching you use Ableton confuse me more than help me? I don't think so. It's very different. Q Tractor is I have a love-hate relationship with the Q Tractor. It's kind of like, I mean, it's impressive that that whole program was written by one guy, but I don't really use Q Tractor anymore just because it does several things that drive me crazy. So I just stopped using it. I think if you're going to be using Linux, I mean, Q Tractor's cool. If you like it, by all means, use it. But keep in mind that it is very limited in certain ways, and it has a lot of issues still. The only, or the program that I highly recommend using for audio if you're using Linux is Reaper. Because Reaper is just great. You know, I debated whether or not using Reaper today, but I prefer Ableton over everything, personally, just because I like its workflow better. But yeah, so anyway, but it shouldn't confuse you. It's just a totally different system. If anything, it might make you want to get Ableton. For Ableton or for Linux, there's actually Bitwig Studio, which is similar to Ableton, although it's not exactly the same. So yeah, am I getting all these chats? Let me see. Oh yeah, I am. Okay. All right. So anyway, what I was saying is usually what I do is I start out by deciding what time signature I'm going to use and what tempo I want to do. So by default, Ableton just defaults to 120 BPM and 4/4. So there's a 120 BPM click, and you guys should hear that. I believe you do. And so I like to do a lot of stuff in odd time signatures. So probably what I'll do is set this to something. Maybe let's try 5/4 today. So let's hear that. Oops. And maybe let's do 5/8. Yeah, okay. And then let's slow that down just a hair. Now, certain DAWs, handle time signatures and BPM differently. Like, for example, some of them, like, I kind of like, how can I explain this? When you switch 5/4 to 5/8 in Ableton, it literally doubles the time because it switches those quarter notes to eighth notes, but keeps the BPM the same. Other programs like Logic and Pro Tools they count the BPM, whatever note you're counting in the song. Like, so if it's 5/8, it'll still count 8 as or eighth notes as the BPM, so it won't sound like double time in like programs like Logic or Pro Tools. But Ableton, to me, Ableton seems more accurate, the way that it counts time, in my opinion, as a drummer's point of view. But I don't know, it's kind of a debatable thing, like whether you always count quarter notes when you're counting BPM or if you count eighth notes or 16th notes. But to me, it seems like you would always count quarter notes, because if you changed how you're counting BPM based on what the time signature is, like the bottom number of the time signature, then BPM is going to be kind of meaningless. It'll be jumping around all over the place. So I like the way Ableton does it. Anyway, just thought I would talk about that. Let me have a drink of coffee. Okay, so now I'm going to get into just not talking as much. I'm going to start doing some stuff. So we have a BPM, and, well, first off, let's save it. BPM and a time signature set. And now let's find a sound, and here I go. I'm still talking. Oh, wait, let me switch. I need to switch scenes here. Jeez. Okay, so I forgot to show you guys that. Anyway, here's what I was talking about. BPM here, up here on the top left, or right here rather, and then time signature right here. Okay. Okay, so let's find an instrument to use. So the one that I've been liking a lot lately, God, I can't stop narrating. Okay, I'm just going to shut up. Here we go. And you guys can see this, what I'm doing here. This is an Emulation 1 plugin. And I really don't know what I'm going to start with here. Let's try to find a bass sound, I guess. Seinfeld-y. Now, that's kind of interesting. Not very bassy, but so one of the things I was thinking on maybe doing today was giving kind of an 80s horror type vibe to this, just because of that was something that Justin Gracer brought up in my last stream. So I thought I would try to do, I mean, it may not end up sounding like that, but I kind of wanted to have that in mind when I'm starting out here. So that 80s bass is pretty simple. Slapulator. What else do we have here? More drama. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think that one's good. I'm going to go with that. Let's go an octave down. All right, so let's see what we can do. Let's just jam on this a little bit. Okay, so my time signature, I'm feeling something a little different, so I'm going to switch this to 4/4 for the time being. Oh, Dylan, I just saw your comment. Try Old School Rhodes piano. Maybe I can try that here in a bit. That might be cool. So we have a loop there. So let's just select all this, quantize it. All right. Do now is actually duplicate this track. Let's get rid of that clip. I'm just going to add this little flavor in there. Try not to overthink things. You know, I think that sounds cool, so I'm just going to keep going with it. All right, let's find another sound. So, you guys hear everything okay out there? All the synths and all that stuff? Let me know. Make sure I'm still connected. Yeah, I'm good. All right, so let's get rid of these. Actually, I can leave those audio tracks there. I might need them later. Save it. And let's continue with the UVI workstation. Oh, let me rename these. So let's go rename EMU1. I should say EMU bass. Even though it doesn't really sound like a bass, but still. Mechanical says, we're on the same vibe today. Just watched a tour through an 80s horror themed piece called Camp Horror. Another channel. Sounds great so far. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, those 80s horror soundtracks just have the coolest, they're just so cool. And I love making stuff like this to play drums to. All right, let's hear that again. Add another UVI workstation over here. UVI workstation I really love because it's kind of like a plugin that hosts other synth plugins all through UVI, and they have all these amazing, there's like tons of amazing stuff. I have a Fairlight CMI emulator, this Digital Sensations, which emulates all these like 80s digital synths, and they're all, as you can see, they're all 80s digital synths are the things that I like. So all this is perfect for this. So let's try to find something out of here. And what's this hybrid lead sound like? Wow, okay. Very good. It's very good. Just happened to get one lucky that time. I don't know what half of those things sound like, you know, off the top of my head, but let's see it play this. Too similar to the other one though. Go ahead and record a little bit of that. Now, if you're not familiar with Ableton at all, what I just recorded here are 3 clips. Now, this is what I really, really love about Ableton Live, is its ability to work in clips. So what I mean is all I'm recording here are these little bits of loops. So if I press play over here on my master scene, you'll hear all of them. But I can also turn each one on and off. So later, when I want to go back and arrange this stuff, it's a different process. So what I usually do is I put together several loops that I like, and then I start thinking about an arrangement later. So that way I can just get, you know, ideas down very quickly and have, like, you know, just sounds, and they tend to, you know, inspire me just by what I'm hearing in the music. So that way I don't have to worry about arrangement or anything from the beginning. So it's just getting the sounds and the clips together, and then after I do that, and then I can put together an arrangement. And the thing is, too, is it really doesn't take that many usually. You know, you can go crazy and start adding like 8 billion loops, but it's kind of good to try to control yourself, not have too many, because you can kind of go crazy, and then when it comes to arranging it, you get a little bit lost. But let me go ahead, and I'm going to continue on this, though. So Fred Gaunt says, man in tattered old army jacket appears in the shadows. Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, so here we go. fudge in the beginning there. This one, you know what this is kind of reminding me of a little bit is the opening theme to Night Gallery. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. The song that, or the show that came out, that was by Rod Serling, that came out after the Twilight Zone, and it had this amazing opening theme song that was like freaking terrifying. I always loved the opening theme to it. But that little synth line I did there just a second ago to kind of reminded me of that. Got to figure out a way to make that timing work out better, though. Let's see. Let's try this. Fred Gaunt. It's called Night Gallery. Night Gallery. And the show itself, some of them are really good. Other ones aren't that great. It started out really strong, but I guess like there was some trouble with like producers and stuff like that trying to interfere with what Rod Serling wanted, and it just didn't. He lost interest because it wasn't going the way that he wanted. But anyway, it's definitely worth checking out. Even the later seasons still had some gem episodes in there, so they're definitely worth watching. Okay, so yeah, I need to fix the timing on this second clip though. I see where it should come in. I think. Almost. Oh, it's where it was. Okay. Oh, okay. I know what I should do. So let's drag this back here. And then I'll put the beginning here because I like that little at the end. So this will reverse it. Let's see. Still not quite right. Okay. I want to change just the layout of this a bit. There we go. That's kind of what I was hearing. That still needs to be extended out longer. So let's go out to like, I think eight bars should do it. There we go. Okay, so save that. And another thing I like to do here is just give me an L1 limiter on my master, so I'm saving myself from going too much in the red. Of course, you know, you probably do want to get some levels at some point, but this is just what I do. Maybe weird, but that's how I do it. Okay, Jason. The mechanical says, I'm seeing Jason stepping up behind an unsuspecting girl who is sitting at the edge of a Crystal Lake dock. His machete is raised and he's ready to slice and dice. Yep. Oh, wait. Okay, let's see. What can we add in here? I'm hearing some kind of sequenced, higher frequency thingy going on there. So let's see what I can figure out here. Let's look at some of the Ableton instruments. So I have several here. I have operator, sampler, simpler, impulse. Let's go with operator. Operator is like an FM synth. And how about synth keys? Maybe. Ooh. There we go. Usually how I pick sounds is basically just by whatever, like, I find myself listening to longer than usual, then I'm like, oh, well, that must be, you know, hitting some kind of, striking some kind of chord within my brain, you know, that I should listen to it a little bit longer. I don't, like I said before, I try not to overthink them. I just kind of let things happen. I don't know. So let's hear this again. All right, let's put a whatchamacallit on there, arpeggiator, and I'm just going to put a generic arpeggiator, and first I'll pick my rate. Go back to the, actually let me stop this lead synth for now. Oops, somehow I didn't actually record that, I think. Oh yeah, I did. Alright, let's shorten those. I actually don't know how to select all MIDI notes at once to shrink them. There's got to be a way. Ah. Oh, I know what I did here. Turn off that. No, whatever. Why does that one keep doing that? What did I do? Oops. Screwed something up. Yeah, Control Z works in Ableton. All right, I'm cool with that. Probably just from hearing those two things, I probably won't have that lead going on at the same time as this high-pitched harmonic thingy. So I already start to hear like how I'll probably arrange things, you know, as I'm going. Like for example, I think, you know, in the beginning it would probably just be these two tracks, the bass tracks. Then this would probably come in after a couple of measures. Then most likely that'll stop, and this lead will come in somewhere. Now the lead, a lot of times I don't do leads in the clips, even though I did one there, but sometimes that may turn into, like, I might not leave it in there as a clip, and then when I go to do the arrangement, maybe play the lead again and have it be like a longer phrase or something, but not always. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So what else can I do on here? Let's see. All right, well, it's going to need like a B section, so let's come up with something else. Let's go back to the EMU bass over here. I feel like that this bass actually isn't even a bass. Like, it's going to need some other kind of bass sound, so let's do that first. Let's find a bass in the Ableton instruments. I may put some guitar on here too, like real guitar. I want like a really deep bass. Not really liking any of these. Let's check out some of the sampler basses. Yeah. And that's cool, but I don't think, not for this. 808. Huh, Fred. That's a good idea. Not a bad idea. Let's see what we have here. This is... It's too distorted. There we go. Sub. These headphones, these... Hey Avery, how you doing? These, gamer headset things don't have the best bass response. But this might be cool. Let's check this out. Let's see what we can do here. Good suggestion, Fred. The problem is I can't hear it. Like, I have a hard time hearing in these headphones. And I can't really use any other headphones that I have with my... Well, actually, I have another set of gamer headphones. Hold on, let me try those. Maybe they'll sound better. But I know the mic sucks on those. That's why I didn't use them. These things... Let me switch the camera so you guys can see. These things right here. These Corsair HS35 stereo. I bought them a while ago, but the microphone in them sounds absolutely terrible. So I was going to return them, and then I just got too lazy, and they've been sitting there by my door for months now. So I guess I'm not returning them. Let's see if I can... We'll see how they sound. Like, if they sound really bad as far as the mic goes, then I'll switch back, but maybe the headphone sounds better. So, or the microphone, I mean, maybe it sounds better. How does this work? All right, let's see. Check. There we go. Volume was down, and yeah, the microphone sounds terrible, but it is louder, so maybe that's actually better. Let me hear what the audio sounds like. Actually, not much better. Well, I like the idea of using the 808, but I can't really hear it well enough to actually use it, so I'm going to try something else. And I think what do you guys think about this mic sound? Is it really terrible? Or should I switch back to the other headphones, or is this okay? Can you guys tolerate this? These actually feel more comfortable on my ears, but I know the mic is like super tinny sounding. All right, let's go. Hey, cool dude, Banana. How are you doing? Hello. All right, let's find something else. Let's go back. I want to go back to my Emu Emulation 1 plugin. All right, I'm going to switch back to the other mic because sorry to keep screwing with this stuff. But yeah, this one sounds really tinny. Test. There we go. Yeah, this is much better. It's funny. These are just like a cheap set of, you know, Amazon Chinese gamer headset, and they're like way better than the Corsair ones. So anyway, let's go back to my UVI Emulation 1 plugin. Pick a new bass in here. I love the Emulation 1. It is just such a cool... Wait, I think More Drum is what I just used. Yep. It's such a cool sounding synth. Let's go with that 80s bass. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's put some stereo spread on there. And maybe some phaser. Yeah, okay, let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so that's the original bass line. Just kind of emphasize those root notes. Okay, so I'm cool with that, just to give it a little more foundation. And let's move on to something new, like a new section. So oops. All right, let's see if I can remember that. Yeah. Frickin' Largan. Oops, that's okay. I did it once. That's really all you need in the realm of digital. Let's find the right one, which is like way down here somewhere. Maybe here. Yep, okay, so let's, and then select all. Oops. Quantize to fix my sloppy playing. All right. Oops, wrong kind of quantize. Quantize settings, 16th notes. Sorry guys, I never switched the camera back. Feel free to remind me when I do that. I was like totally just had the face cam on that whole time. So let's. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I could probably work with that. What other things do I have in here? What's this one? Oh yeah. don't know if it's gonna remember the mod unless I push it while it's recording. I guess I can do that later in the automation because I want that modulated sound there. Filter, really. I dig that. Sometimes, like when I first did the first few tracks of that part, I wasn't as crazy about it as the first one. Oh, cool dude, banana, nice haircut, thanks. He did okay. It looks decent because I took a shower and kind of styled it, but I don't know, when he cut it in the place, like the way he styled it was hilarious. I should have taken a photo. It was like coned back and it had this big like Conan O'Brien like scoop. Like, I was like, what are you doing, man? But they always do that. For some reason, when I go get my haircut, they always want to comb it back. Like, they never... Like, I come in with it styled a certain way, and then they do, like, the exact opposite of what it looked like. Let's see. Fred says, I was listening while answering emails. Showing the wrong scene didn't bother me at all. Oh, okay, cool. And the mechanical said the last segment sort of gave me an international feel. Yeah, I can hear that. Oh, did I save it? Let's save. Okay, so now, I should have left my other MIDI controller hooked up here. I'm going to have to hook that back up, which shouldn't be too difficult. Because what I like to do, and I'm going to have to make more space for it, I think I'm ready to start kind of arranging things a little bit, because then I can start giving a little more structure. And then usually, then I can start coming up with other parts. So let me get my pad controller. And usually what I do to do arrangements is by using... Which camera am I on? By using my pad controller, which is right here. And, well, I'll show you how I do all this. So I need to clear some space, though, first. And I actually moved, I had my MIDI Plus MIDI controller here earlier, which is huge. And I'm glad I moved it because now I have space for all this other stuff. To show you guys. So let's put this here. Hold on. And I'm going to need to get a USB cable to power that with. The MPD16 is so old that it doesn't work with the USB like data, but it's okay. I can just plug a regular MIDI cable into it like this, and I have that plugged into my audio interface, and this is how I use it. And then I just use USB to power it. So let me just plug this in real quick. And hopefully, I hate USB because it's so freaking touchy. Like if you just touch one the wrong way and make it angry, it'll disconnect. Like I really hate USB. They need to make a more solid, or USB is fine, but they need to make it like a locking USB connection. So that doesn't happen. Okay, so let's see if this is working. Active, yes. Okay, so you guys still there? Not sure if I disconnected something or not. Is everything still working? Okay, that camera's working. This camera. That camera's working. Okay, we're good. All right, Fred Gaunt's still there. Cool. My one Twitch viewer. Okay, so what I need to do is program some of these clips to this MIDI controller. Now, first, let me make sure I have this set up correctly. So I think that's what I want to do. Why aren't I getting a MIDI signal there? Oh wait, I think I just turned off what I needed to have. There we go. Okay, let's, and I don't want that on. Now let's do some MIDI programming. Okay, so usually what I do is just, kind of do them in order. Oh no, I do want to have, sorry, I'm an idiot sometimes. Remote turned on, yes. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm doing now is actually just programming pads to correspond. Actually, I'm going to delete those because I don't need all of those individual like that. Some of them can be grouped. So let me do this again. So this one and this one I can have on the first pad. And then what did I want to come in after that? I wanted this lead thing or sequence thingy to come in after that. And then what is that track again? Let me hear it. Stop that. What's this one? Oh, that's that. Okay, so what's this one? Oh, right. Okay. So let me go back to that. Start this over. So those three can actually all be on that. This is 2. Then right here. Okay, so what I just programmed there, you can see when I tap, can you guys see this okay? Yeah, I guess you can see it decently. Oh, wait. Need to stop all the clips first. So, there we go. So now I have those 3 clips programmed to the first pad on this controller. Now I can cue in the other ones. That thing. But what I should have done actually, because I want that to stop, I want that to stop when the lead comes in. So what I'm going to do is not that. Is go back here to my MIDI programming, and then also in addition to this pad turning that on, I also want it to stop this clip. So that should work. Let's see. Wait, something's wrong. I'm going to start all over here. Okay, that's that. And then oh, I see. I programmed the wrong pad. Okay, go back here. Which one was it? There we go. Delete that. And then it should be here. Okay, so that should do it, right? Also, let's program my stop all clips to that. Lead is too loud. Okay, so I also want that to stop when the other one comes back in. So let's program this stop to that MIDI control. Now when I switch back to the other one, this lead should stop too. Yep. Okay, so that is good. Let me program record stop to that key. Okay, so that pretty much takes care of the... Oh, wait, there's the second lead. So let's go ahead and put that on pad 4 from the top. I don't know how I'm going to use that just yet. So let's put that there, and then also that should... Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. That should also stop that sequence as well. So we'll have to do this one here. All right, let's hear that. Everybody still out there? Oops, sorry, no, that wasn't supposed to be right. Let's switch back to Ableton. I mean, I guess that was fine, too. Thanks for the heads up, Fred. I should do an automatic scene switcher on here. That would be cool. I'll do that for the next one. This was like, I mean, well, it wasn't last minute, but it was first, before I used the Monocaster, I was using this Behringer mixer right here to the built-in audio device on the computer, but I was getting all kinds of distortion through the built-in audio device. And then it was the last minute, like right before the stream started, I was like, oh, I can use the Monocaster. So that's why I hooked that up. And plus I have stuff like that in it. And effects for my voice. Hey, Cosmic, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Ow! I can't help it. Okay. So bad. Where was I? Okay, so we have some... Now we need to program the parts in part B, so to the MIDI controller, to the pad controller, rather. Let's hear that again. Do I even want to separate anything in part B? So really the only two things I want to separate in there in part B are the lead with everything else. So that's really easy to do. All I have to do, go in here to MIDI again, and let's select this one, this one, this one, and then lead will be there. And let's do lead stop. Where? I guess here. All right, let's see how that goes. Okay, so lead can come in. Something distorting a little bit, but I'll figure that out here in a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm ready to record just kind of a basic arrangement and see what I can come up with. Usually I just kind of improvise them and see if I like it, and then if I don't, then I just do it again. It's that simple. But this is what I really like about Ableton. You know, it's just like it's not so set in stone like the other programs out there. It's very easy to basically do completely different arrangements. Of course, you can rearrange things in other DAWs as well, but I think it's just much easier in Ableton. And the way you can build things out of like little bits and pieces, I prefer. Fruity Loops, you can FL Studio. You can kind of do that as well, but I freaking hate FL Studio. Like the interface to it, I just can't use it. I can't even stand to look at it. But okay, let's record a little bit and see what happens here. Should I map record? Yeah, let's map record to Midi. So let's put that here, and then play will be here. Then we have stop right there. Okay. Wait, where did I do record? Right here. That's play. That's stop. Okay. All right, so here we go. Stop all clips first. And then this run a little bit, probably do a fade out or something. Okay, let's see. Nigel Thomas says, Justin, can you please enlarge yourself? We want to see you vibing to what you make. Yeah, I have another, but I already finished that track there. Sorry about that. So what I was doing there, though, was actually just recording an arrangement. So let me switch back to the Ableton view. That's not it. Switch back to Ableton view and take a look at the arrangement here. Now, this is basically what I just arranged with my pad controller. Now, there are a couple spots in there where things went a little bit too long or overlapped, not quite right. So usually what I do now is I go back through and I listen to it and start making edits, and then I can start adding more stuff on top of this arrangement or taking away or however I want to do it. So let's take a listen to this then. This lead synth, I want some kind of reverb or something on there. Let's try that. Maybe some delay. Something will need to be in this section to kind of fill this part up a bit more. I'm thinking guitar. Yeah, see, I had a little extra bam right there. Let's get rid of that. Now, I feel like there should be some kind of break or pause before the change. Let me hear it again. Okay, so that last bump, let's cut that out. So let's zoom in a bit here. Should be easy enough to do. Yep, just a little pause, just to give it a little more dynamics. So that'll be cool on the drums too, because that'll give me a little pause, or maybe I can do a little fill in there or something on the drums that'll emphasize it a little more. There's a little extra as well. You chop that off. So back to part A. Who all is still out there? Shout out in the chat. Anybody? Hey Fred, you're still here. Thanks for sticking around. Oh yeah, this was a happy accident. I kind of liked how I forgot to stop that, whatever that is, and it kept going through the next part, but I thought it sounded cool. There's going to need to be some automation and levels here. Which I think will be my next. Okay, so I'm going to handle that next because there's some parts there. Well, let me hear the whole back from the beginning. Oh, Fred, sorry to hear you're sick. Did you get the second vaccine by chance? My friend Jake, I don't know if he's watching this right now, but in North Carolina, he got his second one yesterday, and he's sick as a dog today. I was really sick when I got my second one. All right, let me hear this again. Mechanical says maybe you should throw in a sample or two of an eerie children's choir or someone screaming in the background. That's a good idea. Children's choir. Man, I wonder if they make a plugin that does that kind of thing. That would be really cool. I know like the Emulation 1 has some voice, like the laughing effect that I put in I Have Drawn You, that came from there. I'll look in there in a second and see if there's anything like that. A good idea, Mechanical. Is it this? Where is it? There it is. That needs some kind of compression. So let's do. Which one do I want to use? I really love the CLA stuff. CLA is Chris Lord Algae signature plugins, producer guy, but there's some really good ones I just really, really like a lot of the stuff that Waves made available through him. Where was that? That was here. Okay, so this is like a what's it called? 76 compressor. I can't remember the first part of the name, but let me play it. Get to that lead. There used to be a Pro Tools version of this plugin called Bomb Factory 76, something like that. But this is a similar one. I always really liked this plugin. Let's get to that lead. That's better. Smooth it out a little bit. Oh, Fred, sorry to hear that, man. Just get some rest. Make sure you're getting rest. Drink a lot of water. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Crud. Yeah, tea does have water in it. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that, Fred. But I'm the same way. I don't care how sick I am. Like, even the day that I woke up after the second vaccine, I was like, I still was like making a giant cup of coffee. Like, it helped me feel better, honestly. The caffeine kind of gave me a boost and felt better. Tylenol, I'm sure, helped too. Okay, so I want to do some guitar. So let's do that. And I have no idea what I'm going to play on guitar yet, but we'll figure it out. So let me hook it up first. I'm going to need a tune. My guitar's been sitting in the case for months. And let me switch camera angles so you guys can see this a little better. Is that one good? Might have to switch to the other one. Using my Les Paul. Well, it's the only guitar I have left. I sold everything else because I just had too much crap. And this is my favorite guitar, so kept this one. Let's see. Oh, it's wrong. Wow. See, it's been sitting in the case for months. And listen. That's why I love this guitar. Alright, I'm still going to tune it, though, just to make sure. Actually, I have a tuner built into my... I'm plugged into this Flama... Some of these Chinese companies have the most hilarious names, but it's this Flama FX1 guitar processor, and I love this thing. I mean, I'm really thankful for them sending me this. I mean, half of this stuff I'm using was sent to me, you know, by companies just to make videos on, and yeah, it's really cool. Like this Flama thing, this Monocaster. A lot of this stream is being brought to you by these companies, basically, providing me with gear that I'm very grateful for. Flama. It's spelled F-L-A-M-M-A. And it's kind of too far away. I don't think I can show you guys. Well, maybe I can't. I made a video on it already. Here it is. This thing. You can kind of see that. But it's great, actually. It's really good. Sounds really nice. Got a ton of sounds in here. A lot of my guitar sounds. Chorusy tone right there. I don't really know. I think I'm going to do kind of a heavier tone. Let's hear what this sounds like. Oh, first I need to arm a track. Yeah, the guitar definitely adds another element to it. I always like to put at least one organic instrument. I mean, I don't always do it, but I try to because it sounds better when you have at least one organic instrument amongst all electronic instruments. I think having something else in there that's more, I don't know, organic. It sounds better, in my opinion. It just makes it sound more like, I'm running out of adjectives here. I was going to say organic again, but I'll just stop. Let's see. Let me hear that again. And, well, maybe I should just record a little something. And then I can cut stuff in it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's go back to the beginning. Chord arm that. All right, so I don't know what I'm going to do yet in the second part, But let me save that, and let me hear if, like, I mean, if anything sounded bad. I don't know. Let's hear it. The beginning was a little not the best timing, but let's hear what it sounds like. Fruitcake, yeah, realistic. Yeah, so that whole section kind of sucked. Let's cut that out. What is, I think Control E is split. Yeah, so let's cut that out of there. I like the little swell in the beginning. This thing. That I like. Okay, so I kind of like what I did, but now I'm hearing other stuff. And I think what I'm hearing is actually following this lead on the guitar, the synth lead, as well as there are some things about this where I feel like I could do that part a little bit better. So I'm gonna, first thing I want to do is figure out how to play this lead part. So let's get rid of that. And I'm just gonna highlight this section. All right. Loop it. Why can't I remember how to highlight it? Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. It's like you do stuff so many times and then sometimes you just forget like what you're doing. So what did I want to loop? Right here, right? Alright, so let's figure this out. Probably there, that octave. Let's hear that. Try that again. That's evil. Very evil. I love it. So I can do that part. All right, let's try that from here. All right, so just wanted to do that. So got that down. Let's hear it back. Flashing? And Betty, what is Madison? Let's go back to this section. There was something there. I think the second time I did it through, I liked it better. Okay, actually, that guitar doesn't even need to be there because I have the synth lead already happening in that section. So I'm happy with the guitar coming in there, basically on that measure. So let's hear that again. And plus, I liked how I played it on that particular phrase. Okay, so now I need to figure out what to do here. So that sounded cool so far, I think. I like the guitar, definitely added a whole element to it. Kind of Wolf says, or kind of a wolf. I have too hard of a time reading screen names. Anyway, Sweaters coming to theaters October 15th, 1982. Very cool. Yeah. I'm glad that's coming across. That's kind of the intention here. So let me hear. Let's go ahead and loop part B. See what I can come up with for this. Maybe switch guitar tones. No, not crazy about that. This is a crazy tone. This is like an 8-bit sound that is in that pedal, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I dig that too. Thanks, Kind of Wolf. So let's do that and put that in there. Okay, that was terrifying. So this actually, I'm realizing this guitar part needs to be on a separate track. So let's move this one down here because it's wildly different in tone. So that way it'll make mixing it easier. Let's hear that back. Oh, and Fred, the flashing is probably just the ISO trying to automatically adjust on the camera, is my guess. Probably. I'll look at it, though, but thanks for taking a clip. I'll check it out. Let me hear that again. guitar is so scary. Okay, so these parts I'm gonna need, let's see. Okay, so first off, this little clip here, let's drag this over here, a copy of it rather. So this backs, kind of reinforces the phrase earlier in the song. Actually, let me hear what's next, because then that it's kind of too much with that other noise going on the guitar there. So I either have to get rid of that or leave this one in. Let's get rid of this for now, because I kind of like those little... Oh, okay, well, that's where it can go. Okay, so that guitar can go there when that first lead comes in, because it's not... The second lead is the one that I like to double on the guitar, so let's hear that. Right there. So, ba-na-na. Wait, where was that? Here. Okay, so this can go where? Here, I believe. And then let's shorten that a little bit. So let's hear that. Although I might want to play that on a higher octave that time. So switch back to that other tone. Yeah, I want to do it higher. Delete that one, and I'm just going to record it on this other track for the time being because, well, the reason why I like to do this way I can, it's like a way to punch in without making it too complicated. So, I mean, there's a million ways you can do this stuff. Okay, so let's hear that back. And Fred Gaunt says the best clawing at your guitar needs to trim its nails. Oh, the beast. The beast. Yes, yes. Okay, so there's that again. And let's go back to my... Oh, wait, let's put this guitar track up here. And then... Where does that come in? Right there. And then we'll put a copy of this. Oops. Nope, not that. Over here. And trim the little beginning. Too early. But it still kind of fit. I mean, everything's in the same key, but... Okay, the end, there definitely needs to be some kind of heavy reinforcement going on there. So let me loop this section, figure out what to do. I dig it. All right, let's do that. So we're gonna start where? Here. Something like that. That guitar part was, or level was pretty darn hot, but... And the ending, well, I'll need to figure something out for that. But I think I have, it's coming along. I mean, it's getting there. Let's hear it from the beginning. Let me turn off the click. Mechanical, you have good musical instinct, brother. Can't believe 2 hours have gone by. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Like I said, I try not to overthink things. But I like where this is going. It's definitely atmospheric and definitely has a horror vibe to it. What does that sound? Is that... Let me mute my mic. Here comes the heavy. That's pretty much it. I mean, that's 90% of the way there. I mean, obviously I need to add drums still, but drums are going to all be played, you know, like live. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be, I might be able to do that in a live stream. Not this one because I have to set it up differently. Though I would like to try to do that. That would be really cool to have that be the next live stream. I'll see if I can. I'm not totally sure if I'd be able to pull that off or not. But possibly. So anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thanks to all of you guys out there who... Oh, you know, there was the children choir thingy. Let's see if I can find something along those lines. Oh, let me label these first. So, guitar 1 and guitar 2. Save it. And yeah, as you can see, Fred, I think it was Fred that was talking about Ableton wanting to upgrade. But yeah, Ableton rules. I mean, it's really good. I mean, even on Ableton Live Lite, you could pretty much do almost everything I did here in the Lite version. I didn't even use that many scenes. Scenes are these things, like how many of these you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, that's all scenes. In Lite, I think you're limited to these 8. In Standard, you can add more. You can go up to, I think, infinite, I think. There's, and also I think tracks, you might be limited in Lite. I can't remember if you are or not. But, yeah, I can't remember. So Fred says, a deserted desert road at night. The tail lights of a distant car get closer and we speed towards it. The engine growling and choking on the cold night air. Oh, very cool. I like that. Oh, the tail. I was like the tills. Tills lights. Tail lights. Yes. And yeah, I mean, it's worth the upgrade, but even the light version, like I said, is still really cool. Like you can do intro. I used intro for many years until this year. Actually, I upgraded to standard, but I was using intro for many years. Pusang Halal says, hello, why aren't you wearing a sweater? Because it's too hot, or I would. No sweaters today. So yeah, let's oh yeah, the children choir thingy. Let me see. Let's go back to UVI. workstation. Add another one of these in here. And let's go into my emulation 1. There might be some in the dark light as well, but let's see. Percussion, misc, world, effects. Let's see. Dogs, cash money, bombastic, laughing, mountain lion, voice medley. Let's hear what this one is. What did I do? That's not much of a medley. I have to go to the bathroom really bad, actually, guys. So I think I'm going to end it. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream. It's been a long one already, but I'll definitely keep, you'll hear the rest of this song on this channel, on both of these channels, very soon. Fred says, I'll try Reaper. I want to stick to native Linux as much as possible. Yeah, Reaper is great. If you're going to stick to Linux, that's the way to go. I moved out of working in Linux really just because I just wanted to spend more time on just making music and less time screwing with computers. So that's why I still have it on another laptop that I use for general work, internet type stuff. But as far as producing music, it's strictly Windows and Mac for me because Ableton, really, that's it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon, and comment down below or whatever. Yeah. And Fred, because it's a pain in the arse, yeah, it is. It's fun, it's a cool thing to play with, but I just got tired of it, honestly. I'd been doing it for like 15 years, was doing Linux, or maybe longer, and I just got tired of it. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, everybody. Definitely thank you for supporting the channel so much. And Mechanical, thanks. And thanks for all of you guys out there for chatting and hanging out in YouTube and in Twitch. And I'll